Good morning, everybody. It's Becky here at Aunt Beck's Creations, and we're going to do some jelly plate printing. I haven't taken the plastic off, and yes, it's dirty, but I don't care because it's all about layers, right? I'm just going to set that over there. All right. Well, I've got me some baby wipes. I got 2 different size brayers. This is a glass cutting board, but you can use like a piece of freezer paper or a craft mat or something like that. That comes in useful, and I'm going to show you how. I'm going to move over just a little bit. There we go. And then I've got, like I said, I got my baby wipes. And I got paints, all different kinds of paints. I tried to go through and find the paints that were just about out. I've got my Joggles stamps from Joggles. These work really good on the jelly plate. I think they're called texture plates. I think we searched it last time we jelly plated together. The particular ones I have, they don't make anymore, but they have other ones on their site. I've got a variety of types. This is that long paper I got at the thrift store, and then this is a little bit another size. Of course, it's all thrifted paper. You know me, you guys. If I can find this paper cheap at the thrift store, I will. These are offcuts from card making. And then this is just some regular copy type paper that was also thrifted. And I pulled out one envelope. I should have pulled out a couple, but I like to decorate some envelopes. There's some cat hair. That adds texture, right? I'm going to move my jelly plate because I want to bring over my bucket of stuff. Everybody should have a bucket of stuff. I'm a little too close. Let me back out just a little bit. It didn't back it out. Why didn't it back out? There we go. That was strange. Good morning, everybody. So here's my bucket of stuff, okay? I bought this thinking it was at the thrift store, and I was thinking I would cut off strips, but it seems to be sewn here at the end, and I could cut it, but then I got to thinking how cool that would be on the jelly plate, just like that. So I'm going to leave that intact. So think about things differently than they normally would be used, is what I would say. So I'm going to use this just like this, and we'll see what happens. I've got drywall things. Mary used some of that this morning. I got some of this weird ribbon here. The foam stamps. I've got the wallpaper things that Lisa sent me, and you can use them over and over. This is Punchinella that I found at the thrift store. Cut a strip off that. This is like some type of shelf or drawer liner. And I thought how cool that would be. And I've got one in a big that'll cover the whole surface. But then I've got a strip. Because sometimes I like to do strips of different things on a plate. Got some more shelf liner. This is slightly different. I got a big piece of burlap, bubble wrap. This is the fake fish netting that you can get at the dollar store. Thought we'd try some of that, and I have cut this up. So I have a variety of pieces to choose from. And then I've got that's a scrubber from the kitchen section. These are the little catalysts that you can get like at Hobby Lobby. These were on clearance. But just get all kinds of stuff. This was a hot mat. This was actually a cookie press, and it came with, this is the base, and then it's got 1, 2, 3 different things I can stick on the base to make circles on here. Make sure you check your package. What things come in the mail. Look at the packaging differently. Foam stamps I've made with old yoga mat. There's some more of that same shelf stuff, so I've got plenty of that. I got round. You see, you can tell I've used those a ton. These are like my favorite thing to reach for. If you look in the placemats, like at Hobby Lobby, you can find cool stuff like this. This is just a placemat I cut up. Stuff your vegetables come in. I'm just reviewing stuff in case people don't, look. Because, some stuff will come in big green squares, and sometimes it comes like that. You can use pieces of plastic canvas, lace. This looks cool, and you'd think it'd be really cool, but I found it suctions itself if you press too hard to the jelly plate, and then it's hard to get off. But we're going to try that one. I just got a variety of stuff. Flip-flops. Always look at the flip-flops, because every flip-flop, each year they come out with, it seems, a different pattern. And then sometimes there'll be different patterns between adult and child. So always look at these. The inside of your tapes, those make circles. Spools can be cool. I want to use this today. This was a plaid decorating thing I got. I think I got this at a thrift store too. I'm big on thrifting. You guys know that. You can even just use a card or a popsicle stick. So anyway, let's play. I'm going to put this out of the way. I've got 2 of my thrifted trays to hold paper. And I'm going to try to do it in such a way that I can revisit paper, but I've got 2 of these big trays. And if I'm careful on how I stack, I won't have to spread the stuff all over the place. So I'm just going to set this stuff to the side of me on top of a trash can like Mary does. So I'm not going to put you guys on top of the trash pan. I'm just going to put my bin of stuff down here. All right. Oh, a comb. That would be cool. The thing about the combs, you got to be careful, because these teeth on the comb sometimes are sharp, and you want to be careful you don't want to dig into your plate. You don't ever want to dig into the plate. So let's just do some basic background colors to start with by putting the color directly on here. So we'll do that real quick. I'm going to check and see who all's here. So good morning to everybody. You guys have got me filled up here this morning. Anne and Mary and Ms. Papers is there, and Nashua, Stack Shapes, Ring Girl. Hi, Janice. I think that's everybody. I'm just scrolling down through. Good morning to everybody. I'm just going to mention this right now. Hi, Mindy. I want my stepfather is home. He's doing pretty good. He still's not getting around very good, but he's promised he will get some physical therapy. Now, my mom is having something neurological going on. She's seeing a neurologist on Friday, and my sister's trying to get an MRI set up for her. The stress of losing 2 of her brothers and my stepdad in the hospital has put her kind of in crisis. So we don't know if she had a mild stroke, a major stroke, or the beginning of Alzheimer's. So we've got a plan. We're going to put it into action, and we're going to just move forward day by day, one day at a time sort of thing. But we're going to get that out. So I'm not thinking about it. I have to pop out later. But just keep my mom and my family in your thoughts and prayers. We're still going through stuff, but then so many of us are. And I want you all to know that even though I'm going through a lot, y'all are in my thoughts and prayers. Okay. So let's play. I'm going to start, like I said, with just my plain brayer and my jelly plate. Like I said, I did try to get the paints at, that's probably too much, but I'm just going to spread the color on all over the place. There's a little something, something right there that's not letting the paint go on. That's what I get for putting my plate away dirty. And I think I'll come in with a different pink and just put a little bit. Hi, Kimberly. I'm going to put just a little bit of these. And you always want to have one to brayer off on. So I'm going to just leave that one there. And then we'll just pull this one off. And I'm doing Mary's favorite color first, pink. Hi, Candy. I didn't see you sneak in. All of the kitties are on their morning siesta. They're all sleeping right now, which is good. And Bernadette's been out and back in. It's like, I think it said 45 degrees here this morning. And I've got my unsweet tea. This may pick up that green that was on there too. We'll see. The only other thing I did not get and bring in here is a spray bottle. And it is picking up the green that was on the thing. So I'm getting an interesting print here right off because I just left it dirty. I know, my bad. Look at that. Isn't that cool right off? So I'll set that one aside. That's pretty cool. I'm just going to leave these bits on here, I think. I really needed a spray bottle. Let's use some of this. Oh, and Kathy's here. Hi, Kathy. Scott's still talking about he wants to retire somewhere where it's, I don't know the word he said now. The word escaped me. Where it's not so hot in the summer, because the summers here in Columbia, South Carolina will kill you. All right, let's put something on here. I don't know if this will work, but we're going to give it a go. I'm going to put this down here, and then I'm going to, on here, let's do. And I'm just going to load the color on my brayer. And I'm going to pick this up off from here. I'll take and I'll flip this off over here. Put another piece on top. So we're not wasting it. Didn't get up too much. That's okay. All right. We'll let this set for just a second. Yeah, I need to be near some mountains. I don't feel right. I got to have me some mountains. We're going to let this dry a second here. See what we get. Something under my foot. Here we go. I think I dropped some beads the other day, and I keep finding them under my feet. Your heat just went on down there in Florida. It's cool enough you need heat. Yeah, we get cold here, but And occasionally we'll get snow, but it's nothing compared to like, you know, up north. Okay, I'm going to put some red, that Tuscan Red on top of this. Let's see what happens. I'll put a couple drops here and there. And we'll spread it out. Maybe that wasn't enough. I go from not enough to too much every single time, so I'm not worried about it. Let's see what this looks like. Chelsea does that all the time with the stencils, where she'll layer the stencils on like that, and it always looks so cool when she does it. All right. Your heat ran all night last night, Kathy? Kathy, where are you? You're in Florida too, aren't you? That's what you just said. Skipped right out of my brain. Sorry. My brain is having enough processing difficulty, so please forgive any mistakes it might spew out. So we're just mono printing on a jelly plate. Sometimes I like the roll-offs almost better than the pulls. Isn't that funny? All right, let's see. I ought to pull it off the other way so y'all can't see it come up. Think it's going to be cool. There we go. Isn't that neat by using the stencil? I want to make sure I'm getting my edges. Okay, let's see what we can do here with this one. Whoa! Let's get that roll of stuff. Let's see what the roll of stuff does. Hi, Barb. We're jelly plating because Becky missed you guys. And it's hard for me to do the evenings right now on Wednesday because right at 7 o'clock is when we're having family meetings on Skype. So that's why you guys are seeing me at a different time of day. I hope that's okay with you guys. And I'm trying not to step on anybody's toes. So if somebody pops on that I might like to watch, you know, I might pop off, but we'll see. Oh, that looked pretty cool. I don't know how I ended up getting that. The red must have been over from the last time, but didn't that turn out cool? So look for you a roll of this. It looks like this. It's not really burlap. It's more like paper ribbon, and they've got it stitched together on the end of it so it stays in this nice round form. It makes an interesting texture. So watch for it on sale somewhere or in a thrift store or something, because that was cool. At least I thought it was. There is something on here driving me crazy. Or it's on the paper. Oh, it's on my brayer. There it is. You know what it is? It's a bead from the texture stuff we used yesterday. That's what that is. Okay, let's use some purple. I'm trying to use all different colors. Josie's here. Hi, Josie. Good morning. And I think I said hi to Rain Girl. Rain Girl, remind me what's your name. Or somebody tell me what Rain Girl's name is. Or if she wants to be called Rain instead, that's fine. Cindy. Hi, Cindy. I have a cousin named Cindy Jane. My Uncle Ray, the one that just passed, all his kids, he had 4 biological kids plus an adopted, really adopted kind of stepchild that we've always thought of as, she's our cousin no matter what. Michelle. But his biological children were their names were always said together. Like his oldest daughter is Peggy Sue, and then Heather, who's my age, was always called Heather Colleen, and then his son was John Paul. Not just John, not just Heather, not just Peg. But it was funny. Doesn't it look cool? That last one I pulled off looked really cool. And I'm really loving that this stuff didn't want to come apart, because I really love the print it makes. And it doesn't give me any cast off to send someplace else. So I'm going to let that dry a minute and see what you guys are talking about. Yeah. They were all born in the 60s. But we always called Peggy Peggy or Peg, and now she goes by. So I don't know. Of course, I don't know if you all know, but Tanya and my husband are both Mick last names, but they are both named Jeffrey Scott. And my husband goes by Scott, his middle name. My husband goes by Jeff or Jeffrey. So I thought that was cool. And then this is funny. Scott has decided at this what he says is going to be his last job, he's letting them all call him Jeff out there. He said it's just easier because that's what's on the paperwork. So I've got to get used to people calling him Jeff when I'm around him and workmates, because I'm not going to know who that is. All right, let's put some yellow on top of this and see what we get. Yeah, I know. Doesn't this give great texture? I don't know what this is called. I threw the label away, I think, already. No, it's right here. It's Better Homes and Gardens. I got it for $1.79. Oh, it came from Walmart, you guys. And the Walmart price was $2.47. It's a craft ribbon roll by Better Homes and Gardens. And you can get it. I bet it's in at Walmart. I bet they put this in with the floral decor stuff, to make arrangements and stuff. But that's what this is. Linda, good morning. We're just playing with jelly plate, making a mess. Probably got too much. I am not worried about using too much today. Have fun and not worry about it. Oh, I think this is going to be really cool looking. So when you look at ribbons, especially in the florals place, think about it as using it without unrolling it. Look at it from the side like that. I didn't quite get this one straight, so I've got a little bit of stuff over here. Oops. Okay, enjoy your walk. We'll be here. Oh yeah, this is going to be cool. Just have to think of some way to cover the edges here a little bit. All right, let's see. I didn't get that corner very good. Oh, Suze, go get your coffee or whatever. I didn't see you here. You snuck in. We're going to call this good enough. Oh, that's cool. So definitely look at the sides of textury ribbon stuff. Look at that. Woo, that's so neat. All right, I think we've played enough with the side of the spool, even though I think that's my new favorite toy. I'm going to set that down. All right, let's use some orange. Oh, Linda, I bet it's better than you think it is. The sun is up. It's coming up earlier and earlier. Yay! This is going to be a real pretty paper. All right, I'm just going to go ahead and pull this up really quick. They said if you pull a quick print like this and you get that print, if you spray it with water, then you can get a watercolor effect. So I'm going to do that. This is spray it with water and then just roll it again and get you another piece of paper and pull this up. Because, you know, it's all about the layering and how you layer stuff up. I want to get out another big stencil and do another layered color. Put a color down, put the stencil down, put more color on it. I want to do that again because that looks so blippin' cool. And we'll pull the what they call a watercolor print. And you just get a light. Now, see, the watercolor print would be pretty over a solid print. So that was 2 pulls with the same color makeup. Isn't that a neat? Something like this over top of a more solid print would be really pretty. But we can do that kind of stuff as we go. Let me see what I have as far as great big stencils. Ooh, let's do some stars. All right, because I think this will be a perfect fit. Yeah. All right, so let's put a color down. Let's put blue. Yeah, it is a good way to clean the plate too. I'm not worried about the grungy bits I've left because that's just like added goodness, right? All right, so let's put the stars down like this. And I'm going to go ahead and get that one I just did with the yellow and put the stars on there. I'm probably shaking you guys because this craft table's not, it's not the most sturdy thing in the world, but it works for what I need it. And I'm sorry if I'm shaking you guys. All right, I'm going to carefully pull this up. And look, I added stars. That's so cool. All right, so I'm going to leave the stencil there. And let's put some yellow on top like we did before. We'll put some yellow on the cutting board. Whoa. All right. And then I'm just going to roll that on here. All right, let's get another piece of paper. I'll just put that down on there. And we'll pull this up. Put it down on here. I'm not real worried about just laying stencils aside. I'll throw them in a bucket of cleaning stuff. And see, even this kind of stuff can be used in layering. All right. I'm just going to put my wipe up cloth back on here. See, because I'm putting it on thin, this is already dry where I've been rolling it off. That works out good. Come on, dry, dry, dry. We need you to dry. And I'm thinking, what if we put a little white on here now to pick this up? Let's get some white. That one's not been opened. Find one that's open. Oh, wait. I don't know if there's enough in here. Hi, Lisa. We're playing. Come on, get dry. Dry, 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 dry. I'm drying it. Hi, Journey. That yellow is probably not dry enough. And this is not thin enough. I need to thin that down so I can use it up. Cream might be better anyway. I'm getting impatient. I want to do it now. It's like I've got the perfect temperature because everything's working really well. Now, as soon as I've said that, yeah, I'm going to let that dry and I'll show everybody that just came in. I did stars like this. And I found the coolest texture, Lisa. Look at that. And what it is this roll of stuff I got at the thrift store. And I thought I would cut it in strips, but it's sewn together here at the end. And I know I could cut it, but I thought that was cool. And it is. Look at that. And this originally came from Walmart for only $2.47. So you might want to look the next time y'all are at Walmart. I only paid $1.99 at Goodwill. And here's another one I did with that. And it turned out really cool. I do need to come in and do a border of some sort. And this was my first pull from my dirty plate. And I used pink, Mary's favorite color. It's not Mary's favorite color. It's just a joke. Mary likes all colors. She said that. And then this was a watercolor pull where you pull a pull like this was the first pull was the orange. And then I added water and braided it around and I got that watercolor, which I think that would be perfect over, a previous print. And then this was my first attempt at using the stencil between colors. And I think it just turned out so cool. I'm having fun. And then this was just me messing about cleaning up a stencil and the glass pad I've got under here. I've got a glass plate to spread paint. So aren't they fun? Let's do this. Let's use this cream color. Oh, there's one of my hairs. Stress. Doing my hair in. Let's see what we get. What will we get? Hopefully it'll be good. We'll see. I don't know why it's not letting me get the paint that's on the corner. But, all right, we're on to a different kind of paper too. All right. This is a lighter weight. I might call this typing paper. Do you remember typing paper? I got it at the thrift store just in a bag. So I don't even know what kind of paper this is. Hopefully it won't tear. Some paper. Let's see. Oh, you guys, this is so cool. Sorry, I'm going to torment you on this one. I'm going to make you wait. Anticipation. Look, isn't that cool? That turned out so cool. Yeah, 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 yeah. And so we'll spritz it with water and braid it again. Wish I had a solid one to lay on top here. Oh, I don't know if I could do 17 degrees. It's bad enough with what we got here. I guess I'm just spoiled. And Scott wants to move where it doesn't get quite as hot in the summer, which anymore, I don't know if that's anywhere. Oh, I'm getting the stars still. Isn't that interesting? That would be cool if it was on a dark background. Isn't that interesting? It still picked up the stars. Can you see them? Yeah. That's very interesting. All right. Hi, Mrs. Gigi. Covering can's not working for me, Mary. All right, let's use a dark color this time. I don't know why it's sticking so hard on the corners. I guess I need to use some packing tape and get that off from there. Isn't that what y'all do? You use packing tape to get the really hard to get off pieces. This has got addresses on the front, so I'm not going to show you what this pulls until I get the addresses covered up. I need to cover them up real quick because I was going to use this envelope and then it wasn't going to work for me. So that gets one address almost covered. We'll just set that aside. Let's see if I can get these corners cleaned up. I'll get a strip. That was pleasant. Just on the corners, it's sticking really bad. There we go. Finally got that one to come loose. Sorry, I'm messing with this and not talking. But that does work to get it up. Hey, Roy! I might have to join Mary as the early morning crew, at least until Scott gets on second shift. He says he's really enjoying the job and the people he's working with, and you know that always makes a huge difference. He says he's got people coming up to him that he hasn't even met yet, but they've heard about him in the building, so that's a good sign. I said, it's because you're smart. He says, I don't know about that. I said, well, just be glad you're getting a good reception. All right, I'm going to call that good enough. And then I've got this piece of tape now that's kind of cool that I need to figure out what I'm going to do with. And it picked up a piece of something too. I'm going to tape it to the tray. That's what I'll do for right now. That looks cool. All right, let's play. Let's play. I know. I'm so thrilled about it. Ink spot. Ink spot's my favorite. This paper folds on itself really easy. I'm gonna have to do like Lisa and start getting some borders on these other ones. I guess I'd like a bigger jelly plate right now, but we'll see. Maybe that's what I'll get next time I order some stuff for myself, is I'll get a jelly plate. Ooh, see, I love ink spot blue. This looks like denim. That looks like denim, and I used Bluebird and ink spot to get that. I'm going to do something else on here and do the other half of this paper. The sun just popped through down here in South Carolina, Roy. It's shining through the trees right now. I don't have any pretty snow for it to reflect off, but it's bright this morning. Usually whatever my weather is works its way up to y'all in New York. Sometimes the pattern the paint makes looks interesting. For a minute there, it looked like I had lined up fish hooks. Put that there. And I'll put this up here. And I'll stick this down here. I have visions of I'm going to be standing at the kitchen sink washing stencils and stuff half the morning. Let's see if any of that came up. None of it really came up. That's okay. I got some faint leads on that one. Let's come over here and I'm going to spread some of this out on here. Ew. That's gross. I need a tissue. Yuck. So gross. All right. Load some green on here. Some of these stencils I've hardly even used. Time to use them, right? The problem with this one here, I don't think the openings are big enough. I need some more green. I haven't seen it yet. I'm going to move these tissues closer because this green's, all my paint is reaching the end of its life. It's getting boogers in it and it's just gross. By the time I get done messing around trying to get paint on, everything will be dry underneath. I guess that's kind of the goal though, isn't it? There we go. All right. Pull this up. You got a little bit of something there. I might have to save this one out to use again because that is cool. So again, we'll let it dry a little bit. We'll do some picking up with something else. With as much trouble as we are getting stuff, at all because of the pandemic, I just can't imagine the loss of a whole shipment of stuff. That would be a horrible devastation on top of the devastation. I don't know if this is going to show up anything. Those are supposed to look like artificial splatters. I really like the leaves. We're going to do those again. Hi, Jean. For anybody that doesn't already know, Nina Ribena has Easy Boho Mixed Media Ideas #2, Boho Tassel card tutorial. So she just popped that on. It just went live. I announce that kind of stuff on here simply so anybody that doesn't know about Nina can find out about her. All right. What color should I use, you guys, to pick this up? I'll let you guys choose a color. We'll put it over here and then I'll put it on there. Or no, I can just put it on there, can't I? What color should I use? Maybe a darker green? I have a vineyard green. You think a cream. All right, I've got cream. Ew. I hate when it puts a glob on your plate like that. Uh-oh, my paper's not there. Nina is awesome. You'll love her, Jean. Yes, she's awesome. I know the roll-off paper sometimes is my favorite thing, a jelly plating. And sometimes I'll use my glass cutting board, just put paint and brayer it out so I can brayer paint onto sheets and do color blocking. I just use this piece to catch this bottom part. Oh, it got the splatters. Look at that. That's cool. The corners just aren't picking up at all. Oh, cool. Look at that. The cream was a good choice on that one. All right, so now let's do the whole watercolor thing. I can use my blue piece. And then you're supposed to brayer it again. And I might start another wipe off paper. Let me set this one over out of the way for right now. And I'm just going to pick this up. I don't know why it's not picking up the paint on the corners. Lisa, do you have an idea why I'm getting paint residue build up on the corners and it won't pull free? I don't know what I'm doing wrong there. And I'm getting creases in this paper, but I guess we'll look at it as added texture, right? You still had a little bit of the leaves on there. More than anything, that gave me. All right, let's do a solid on here. Yeah, I wonder because it's just like right here, and now I just wiped some of the cool grungy bits off, but so you know what I'm talking about. Got another booger on there. See how it's resisting taking another layer there and right here? I don't get that. Oh, I didn't shake this one and it's separated, of course. Because I hadn't really used my paints too much since we moved back down here. I've been just trying to get this house in order and then keep my family sound. It's been a rough few months, that's for sure. But this is what I do to alleviate stress, is play and paint or yarn. I didn't work on my Zen jacket at all yesterday. I'm going to work on that some this afternoon after I clean all this mountain of stencils and stuff that I'm completely making a mess of now. Go. You got the same on your corners too, Linda. I don't know. Maybe it's just a flaw with the jelly plates that they do that the corners just get all gummy. I don't know what else to call it. All right, that looks cool on the blue. You can't hardly tell. The camera's having issues with it, but there's orange on top of the blue. Gives it a nice grungy look. That needs to dry really bad. Okay, set that aside to dry. I'm going to do another dark color combination, I guess. Try to cover up the rest of these addresses on this envelope. I know that doesn't look dark, but I have a plan. Yeah, that's what I'll do is I'll put them in a sink and let them set while I go do some other stuff. I didn't do my housework on Monday because I had Bernadette's groomer appointment. I had to take her and drop her off and then come back and go back after the 3 or 4 hours they had her. Man, her nails really needed to be trimmed, so I was glad to get her in. She was tippy-tapping all around the kitchen. She seems a lot more comfortable, although she's missing her hair because I have them cut her short all the time. I need to make her some more coats. The coat she has right now is dirty, so she was not happy with me this morning when I put that dirty coat on her nice, pretty, clean self to take her out. But I said, either you wear a dirty coat or you're going to be cold out there. I can't show the front of this until I get these addresses covered. We're almost there. I can almost start sharing that. Yeah, I think Gina Ahrens told me about that trick. I need to watch Gina's replay from yesterday because I was on when she was on, because I saw her come on yesterday. I've got to remember she comes on in the mornings on Wednesdays. So I'd like to be able to watch Gina too. It's hard to watch everybody and play too. I want to do it all. All right, let's play with something else from my bin of stuff. Let's use this funky matte stuff. I don't know if I can smoosh it and get anything to pick up or not. I think this is actually the stuff you put under throw rugs so that you don't wipe out. I ought to cut that other one to fit underneath the ones I have next to the side of our bed. All right, let's see. Did it pick up anything? Not really. Ooh, but that looks cool. How about them apples? All right, I'm going to put this on like this. Maybe roll. See if I can clean some off. Ooh, look at that. That's cool. Oh, that's cool. It's still got some stuck to it, but I'm just going to throw it back in the bin because that's how I roll. Oh, that's so cool. I like it very much. I like it very much. Dry, 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 dry. I thought the rug hook stuff, though, was fibrous. This is rubbery. This is like the stuff that goes on rugs. I don't think you could latch hook on this and have it last. It's plasticky. It's just like this kind of stuff. This shelf liner, that's what this stuff is. It's not the firm grid. Oh, I think this is cool. Let's see if I can get a print there on that one. And then on this end here, on this one. This paper, I might have to iron it before I can use it for collage or anything because it's wrinkling bad. Maybe that's why it got donated to Goodwill. All right. Let's pull this up. That's cool. I'm going to say that's cool about 1,000 times this morning. Woo! Yep, that is awesome sauce. All right. Let's put some yellow over top of this and pick it up. Yeah, that stuff I'm using is really rubbery. I think I'm going to be successful in using that one up. And if I remember right, this is really runny. We might combine these yellows and add water to them and use them up. All right, come back here, blue. I'm going to get you to look interesting yet. That's the beauty of jelly plate printing. You just keep going. Picked up a little bit of it. The fella next door is going to work. They always look in the window like, what is she doing in there? Oh, cool. Cool. See if I can pull up anything else here. Tried not to push too far on the bottom side because I didn't want to get too much of it on my leaves. I'm going to use this dark burnt orange just to pick up what's left here and to have me a background for something lighter. I didn't pull out any metallics today because I wanted to keep these kind of on the plain background kind of thing and nothing shiny because I think I would like to do some stamping on these backgrounds. To send out in Happy Mail some of my stamped images on painty paper. Because I thought how neat that would be because not everybody has the same rubber stamps. And I know Beth did a swap and so did Tanya on tissue paper. But I got some images stamped on painty papers from one of y'all that I shared last night. Can't remember. Once it's out of the envelope and I've shared it, I can't remember who sent me what. I'm sorry. My brain just does not hold names. I love everything. That's kind of neat on its own. All right, I'm going to do some kind of solidish looking backgrounds to do some of the 2-layer where I pick it up with the, oh, this has got a booger hanging from it. Ugh. Yep, time for some paint to go on sale somewhere. There we Isn't it funny how that's just refusing to get picked up? Yep, cool and neat are our words. I don't have much to getting this envelope where I can share the pulls. I just don't want to share addresses from the envelope. I need to do up a bunch of painty envelopes simply because I like to do that. That's something else I need to finish today is I need to add a focal image to those last postcards we made yesterday. That was a lot of fun doing those prompt games. All right, I think I can share this now. I think the addresses are pretty good covered. So I'm just going to keep adding colors, and I'll stencil and everything on this envelope, and then I'll have it ready to go for some happy mail. And this was just a sheet I'd cleaned a stencil off on. That star stencil and the leaf stencil work the best because they have big openings. That didn't pick up much of anything, but sometimes that's what you find out. When you pull it away, there's nothing there to pull. Such a fox. The term the kids use now that are Greg's age, they'll say, I'm down for that. And I'm like, what? We would say, I'm up for that. That sounds good. But they say they're down for it. I'm like, okay. And what's another term the young kids use? Oh, there's a couple of them that I'm just like, my head cocked sideways, like does not compute. Hunk, I remember that. Hunk. See if I can rub on the edges and see if that'll make it come loose. It doesn't seem to be working. I like to get bases and then do all the fancy stuff. So you have a bunch of layers. This would be interesting to do the watercolor effect with the spray bottle. And I'll just do some of that on this envelope. You like that color? Ceramicoat turquoise. Delta Ceramicoat. Looks cool. All right. These are those things I got from Joggles. They don't do these particular ones anymore, but they have other ones you can get. I just need something I can lift these off and print it on. Morning, Cheryl. Joggles is a company. It's Joggles, and you can get stencils from them. You can get these like stamp things. You can get so many fun stuff. But warning, once you get over there, it's hard to leave. I just made little prints on there, but that's okay. Yes, Joggles. It's an addictive place to go and check stuff out. I want that red we used last night. It was called Cinnamon Drop. I'm going to do Cinnamon Drop on top of this. Yeah, I bet it is, Linda, to get it over to you. It would be high. It's just crazy right now. Anyway, it just really is. I keep rubbing the edges, trying to get those corners, but I think Lisa might be on something that it dries out too fast. Here we go. See, I got this textures in it. That's neato. I think I'll do another red pull and just see what's left on here. I just like this color red. In our first house that we had, we painted the bedroom a color called Lipstick Red. It was really red. The lady that bought our house, which it wasn't far from us here, she told us it took her 12 coats of paint to cover that red. I was like, whoops, sorry. We really loved it. You wouldn't think about it, but red is a very comforting color when you're sleeping. You wouldn't think it would be, but that lipstick red, boy. And it went so good with our mahogany furniture. There we go. I just got a little bit of the blue here and there. That gives me a background to work on. I keep pulling out more colors. Uh-oh. Sorry. But like I said, they don't have these particular plates, but they have so many more that they'll make up having the ones that I have. But actually, let's put this down. And I'll put this red one on top of it. And we'll pick up some. And then I'll roll a different color on. And then we'll use the cream to pick it up. That. All right, so now we'll move this, and I'll put some of this lime green. Yeah, all of my paint has skins on it. Oh, thank you, Cheryl. All right, then I'll take this and I'll just flip it over onto here. Let this dry a little bit. All right, and now Dee Dee's gone live. I don't know what she's doing this morning, but Dee Dee's gone live. I want to work through the paper I've pulled out, so I don't have too much left. It's just I get to playing. So if anybody wants to or needs to go, don't worry about that. The replay will be here, you know, play later. Trying to get it dry enough to pick up. Wow. Man. I am making a mess at the moment. That's Dawn's channel. Let's make a mess. I'm not supposed to be making a mess. That's Dawn's job. Somewhere there's another booger on there. I'm trying to make it pick up them corners, but you're probably not going to. Don't stick down. Alrighty then. Let's pull out a fresh sheet and see what happens. These sheets are huge. Well, we're going to go with what I've got here. Well, you let it dry so that you don't, when you roll on the cream, you don't want to smear and mix the colors you already have. If you let the previous colors dry, then they're just sitting there on the surface of the jelly plate. So then when you put your cream on, it'll go on without mixing with the colors. But then when you pull, it'll pull all the color with the white or cream or whatever color you've got. I really am starting to think the reason this paper made it to the Goodwill is it's so thin. Because see, look. That's why you let it dry in between. So you can pick up the colors that have dried. It's just really cool how it works. Once you start, you can't stop. I'm going to pull another one on this other side of here. Maybe not, because that's just not wanting to do. I'll just get another piece of paper. I'm just going to try to wipe some of this off onto this one. It probably won't pick up much, see, that time. But now I've got this, and if I leave that there, it'll pick up with the next color, and it's pretty dry. So I'm just going to go ahead and choose some colors and put them down. It's just all about the play. There's no right or wrong. It's just fun. It even says that on the jelly plate boxes. There is no right or wrong. Now, they do have rules on how to care for it, which I usually just put it away dirty and then, you know, pull it out and get the first print coming out cool. This is from my first print with just pink paint, and it picked up all my old crusty bits. I know that's not how you do. If you want to talk to somebody on how to clean it and keep it clean, talk to Lisa. I don't clean it. I'm bad. I just think of the stuff that's left there as added little bits of fun. And then you rub and 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 try to get the stuff off the edges, and then it doesn't want to come. Quit moving. And that's picking up some of the last bit of the previous pull. So you get a grungy bit. Hi, Janet. Good morning. Let's see. What else do I have in my bin of stuff? The bin of stuff. Flip-flop time. Hello, Little Red Wagon. Good morning. And that's from a flip-flop. Whoops. This thin paper is harder to work with. I guess it's close to deli paper, but not quite. Oh, there's Laura with her rainbows. Oh, look, you get a different print. The top and the bottom of the flip-flop. Ain't that cool? Make it look like a bunch of people have been through here. Woo! What happened to your keyboard? Renee is Little Red Wagon. That's right. Good morning. I'm not going to keep you all for like 4 or 5 hours today. I just wanted to get some jelly plate printing done. One side of the flip-flop looks just like fish scales. All right. Ooh, yellow. Let's use this bad boy. Makes an interesting grid. Do y'all watch these abandoned houses in Ontario? There's a channel, and he goes around and he finds these old mansions, and he goes around. Some of them have been vandalized, and some he finds out in the middle of the woods with cars around them, and he won't say where they are because he doesn't want vandals to go, which I don't blame him. But they're very interesting to see the state, some of the houses. Some of them he finds and walks through. It's like the people just left. He never disturbs anything. He always just records the history of the place. Get that wrinkle off in there. See, pick up a wrinkle. Wouldn't it be nice if we could pick up our wrinkles like that? let's spray and brayer and get a watercolor print. I got some on my stars, but that's all right. It's all about the layering. All right, I got to revisit some paper for some of these. Let's use a tape roll, and we'll go back to the beginning and use some pink. Linda. Yeah, and exploring videos are awesome. You just got to be careful you don't get arrested when you do it. Greg went to, oh, what was that place called? It used to be a really big place to go in the 80s up in North Carolina. Something in the Sky. Ghost Town Sky. And he went up there, and there was some people getting arrested, and he talked to the owner, and he said, I just want a video. He said, I got everybody immediate arrest. He said, you'll have to leave. Greg said, I always ask before I go in because I don't want to get arrested. And he said he had been suffering vandals, and they were hoping to reopen, but the damage vandals were causing, they couldn't reopen. And Greg got the whole scoop on the place. Greg is not his mother's son when it comes to that. I am standoffish when it comes to that. I rely on my guys to figure things out. Unless I'm feeling really positive, and then I'll ask myself. But usually I rely on my guys, which is probably not a good thing, to rely on them to get details of places and things. Don't know why I'm like that. I just am. All right, let's put this on here. Although when I was homeschooling, I learned how to get the answers and the scoop on everything. I set up the coolest field trips. So I guess I have it in me. It's just I don't always want to use it. Maybe I'm lazy. I don't know. Ooh, that looks cool. So cool, so cool. Let's do something else out of the bin. Let's do these things. These are actually cookie presses. Where'd the other one go? I showed all three of them at the beginning. So I got these on clearance at Walmart several years ago. It's flour, a waffle, and the diamondy thing. So let's do some of those. Let's see, what colors haven't I used enough of? There's some of them that do it, though. They move the camera so fast, it drives my head just sideways. And I'm like, slow down, pan slower. Don't just whip around. Or I'll say, oh, I want to see that. And see, these just pop off. Then you can put the next one on. This one's not just popping on as easy as the other ones did. There we go. Oh no, it didn't do. Why isn't it doing? Did something come off? And it did. Durr, Becky. No wonder it didn't go on. There we go. Let's try this again. There we go. And some yellow paint dropped out of it, so I'm going to have that on here too. Let's put this on top of this purple. That's pretty neat looking. The cameras, okay, Mary. All right. I've got, okay, this one only has that on it. This one only has that. This one only has that. All right. I'm going to leave that one and that one and that one and that and that. All right. All right. I've got 3 that need something else on them here. See what? Let's do this here. I don't want to go too long anyway. I think I'll stop at 9:30, whether I'm done or not, and we'll just do a flip through. What I was thinking is I've got this narrower brayer. I was thinking I would just do some braid borders around some of these things. Put this on here. And I don't want to hold y'all up all day. Bye, Linda. And I'm sure there's other people coming on that y'all would like to watch too. I just wanted to hang with y'all again today for a little while. And like I said, when we're not doing nightly family meetings, which I don't know when that's not going to happen with everything that's going on. So I picked up a ghost print of two print ghost prints on top of each other, basically. I really like how that turned out. I'm just going to put another color on here. Oh, that's too much there. Why not? Because it's right there. We'll do this. Because bubble wrap, you know, we all have bubble wrap. And I just put the dots on top of what I just did before. Mary above, please. Hi, Cindy. Are you streaming tonight, Becky? No, I can't on Wednesdays at all. I can't at night. From 7 till whenever we are having family meetings to go over what is going with Dad now that he's home, and how we're going to get him back mobile because Mama can't lift him and she's not doing well. And she has that appointment Friday with a neurologist to find out what's going on. The doctor has spoken that it could be early onset dementia caused from a stress overload, basically. Yeah, I'm not going to be, I can't do lives at night right now. The only way I would be able to do evenings is right at our dinner time. Now that, you know, Scott gets home at about 4:30, 5 o'clock. So yeah, it's kind of hard right now. Thank you. Thank you guys. Yeah, I'm not going to be on tonight. I figured I'd do this morning, and we did that big long session yesterday. I was kind of embarrassed on how long I stayed on, but I was having too much fun. And I'm going to quickly speed through and do the house cleaning so I can work on the postcards. I'd like to get them in the mail. I was just seeing what that would pick up. It wasn't necessarily a good thing to try to pull. Trying to think of what color to use. And I keep pulling out more colors, and I said I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to wrap it up. I need to finish my envelope too. Ooh, how rude. I guess I should have a napkin or something handy every time so I can clean off the drips so it doesn't have issues later. I finally did get back in there and put the prompts in yesterday. If somebody wants to just go over and grab the prompts and do them, feel free. Yeah, I bought myself a little plug-in charged up. You can charge up vacuum that's small because I got sick of lugging that great big heavy thing around. And the only carpet we really have is out in the radio room, which I want to get rid of that. And I just wanted a small vacuum to get the pet hair. And this one's made specifically for the pet hair. And with us having 6 cats inside, we really needed a way to make sure we clean the cat hair up. And that's one of mine today, too. Cindy, I got to do that, too. I got to vacuum. But the little lightweight vacuum really does work good. Kind of like that baby blue. I think I'm going to do the baby blue and spread it. Actually, let's make sure it's baby blue. Yep, it's called Blue Heaven. This is Blue Heaven by Ceramicoat. And because it's my favorite, I'm going to put some drops of ink spot on here and combine them. I might just leave this set up and come back and play on my own for a while and watch somebody while I play and get that envelope decorated. I actually need 2 envelopes decorated. And I need this other side of this here printed. Hi, Janice. Scott's contract position that he was hired for is going to work into a full-time position in June. We will, because he's contract right now, his severance continues from his previous employer. And our insurance will continue through them through March or through mid-March. And then we'll be without insurance from March to June when is done with the contract and they can hire him straight on. They're just training him to be the second shift trainer. So he's going to be training people on how to do things correctly out there. He's really good at teaching kids how to do test criteria on equipment. So they're tickled to have him. He's tickled to be there and everything. So that's the really, really great news I have. Everything else is kind of depressing. Last month, I lost 2 of my uncles. My dad was in the hospital. He's home now. He's not fully mobile, but he's getting there. He promises he's going to get some help to get more mobile. And my mom is having some neurological and mental issues because of all of the stress. So we'll get it all sorted. We have a plan and working forward. I want to go back to that roll. That is my favorite tool for today, and I'm going to use it again. This roll of ribbon. It's really a paper ribbon. And I'm going to keep it just in a roll. If these stitches ever pop, I'll just put a rubber band around it and keep it just like that because it's so cool. Oh, let's do orange. Orange, you glad we did orange? Ha ha ha. Whoopsie doodles. My niece, my little niece that just had a baby, she's coming to help, but she's still got her baby to take care of, and I don't think she's up for everything they're going to throw at her. I've been through this once before when I was in high school with my grandmother, and I know what to expect and what's going to happen. And I can be all optimistic, but the realist in me takes over. And then that's hard because nobody else is being real in my mind. But that's my thing. Hi, Donna. And Ms. Papers had to go. That's okay. I'm going to take these that I just did, and I'm going to put the orange on top of them. Some of these will be good to do the stamping on top of to share, and some of them are good just on their own to cut apart and use. So okay, the yellow, the blue just got lost under the yellow. I thought they would complement each other, but that time that didn't work. Oh, yes, it is. It is. It's a wonder I got out of high school because I was on my own with my grandmother when she started going through all of this. It was not an easy way to get out of high school. Oh, I want to do something in that before I put that on there. Plastic canvas. One of these jars. I think these come off liquor bottles. Oh, that didn't work out as planned. Woohoo! Well, Mary has a question. Will iridescent medium work on a plate or not? Mary, let's find out. That would be pretty with stamped images on it. Maybe I need to put something light over all the colors. Let's see here. I have this I got on clearance for at the thrift store for 99 cents. Iridescent medium. Let's put some on here. Maybe. Oh man. That lid on there good. Sorry, that's some grandma technique. What did Lisa say? Well, you know what? I can't get the iridescent medium, so we'll try that another time. I also have these I got it Tuesday morning. These I can open. Vicky Bouton's Creative FX Iridescent Glaze. That I can get open. Because I've never opened it. And I will just scoop some of that out with a palette knife and just gently set it on the plate. Let's see what happens. Let's see. Come on. Camera doesn't like it. Yeah, it's iridescent. It's not glittery. Here we go. Ooh. Can y'all see the iridescence, the shiny? That's not just because it's wet. It's got the iridescence on it. And I think, if I remember right, no, I got it in silver. I got that stuff in silver glaze. I thought I got it in gold too, but maybe not. I'm looking. I don't want to use the stuff with fibers or any of that on here, but that's interesting. Now I like this stuff too, the Heidi Swap metallic texture paste, and they had some printing stuff too, but I think I used it all up. Oh, I do, Mary, I do. I have it in gold. Let's do gold. I picked this up at Tuesday morning. I don't know if it's still available or not, but it's the Vicky Boutin, Boutin, Creative FX Gold Glaze. Let's do gold. We won't know until we try. Ooh. Some of this stuff I like how it looks when you just scrape it on. Let's put some gold on top of this orangey print that didn't turn out. Gold, the new pink. The camera probably is not going to like this, I bet, when I flip this over. Now, how's that for some gold? Can you all see it? Look at that. I might have to chop that one off and send it to Mary in her box. That is cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. Let's put some turquoise on top of the gold and pick it up with something. Because that glaze would be kind of cool looking. We'll just put it on this piece. It's got everything else on it. I might have to look and see if that is available like on Amazon or anything. It was at Tuesday morning for $2.99. It says regular retail was $5.99. All right, let's see if that helps this piece of paper. Is it 9:30? We're getting there. Ooh. It's got just a little bit of sheen to it where the gold is there. That is neat too. I'm going to try to finish getting paint on this envelope, and then I'll do a flip through of all of the prints we did. This envelope's going to be all pretty. I might finish this envelope later. Let's do some on the back. You'd think that would still be really wet, but it's not because I had it rolled thin. But it's still got some of that iridescent medium glaze stuff in it. I can see it shiny. It's really pretty. All right, I'm going to set this aside and we're going to go through my prints and I'm going to get off from here. That gives me 5 minutes to do that. All right, so first, here's the one wipe off print and you can see the gold on it. And then my other wipe off print is here. And then the jelly plate is still got goop on it, but we're just going to set that over here for right now. The envelope, I'll just show you. There's the back so far and the front. And you guys know what I do to envelopes, so it'll be pretty when I'm done. All right, envelope needs to be out of the way. So here we go. Big sheets first. All right, so there's the one with the gold on it. And then there's the blue with yellow. And that one's got some of the clear iridescent stuff on it. You can really see that one. Bye, everybody that's leaving, bye. I'm just wrapping up. I'm just sharing the prints I've made. And then we can all go do what we want. This one would be good for stamping images on. Oh, here's another big one. Some of these I tried to keep simple because I want to do rubber stamping on them. There's the circles. That one turned out really cool. Now imagine if I had put iridescent on, then did the circles, and then put the color on, how the circles would be really cool looking. This one's not as big as this one here. The green leaves look cool. And then I got, let's see, is that all of the huge ones? Yeah, now we're going to move down to the next size down papers. That one I didn't put a whole lot on it. This one I didn't print this end. Just flip through these real quick and then I'll sign off. I think the stars was my most exciting besides the gold and silver. I need to use that glaze. So I'm glad Mary asked about iridescent stuff because I'd forgotten all about it. It's like I was telling Lisa the other day, we need to pull out the stuff we don't use that we've had for years. There's another one. And then this one I never did finish going back and giving it anymore. So. And then I have just my single pages. That one I didn't really do a lot. That would be another one that's good for, that's got stars in the back. But that one would be good for doing the rubber stamping. This could be interesting with rubber stamps images on it too. Just lots of pretty pretties. Get that shadow off. I set the envelope over there. Some stars. Another cool background, and then I got these two small pieces. So that was fun, you guys. I'm gonna just kind of clean this off, kind of, sort of, and then go about my business. And I might come back and play and watch somebody else. But right now I need to clean bathrooms and do everything I didn't do on Monday. So thank you guys for coming and playing for a couple hours. 2 hours is plenty. And I'll talk to you later. Bye, guys. And thanks for all the love and support. Bye, guys.